Hello, Julie. I am going to read to you the MOR provided to you yesterday on the 6th, and then there will be a follow-up of the target words. Here we go. My name is Julie. I was born on June 30th, 1951. I had 2 brothers and 4 sisters. We lived in Hayward for many years, and next door was a graveyard. My sister and I had a funny activity that involved the graveyard. We would convince our friends that if they looked hard enough, they would see their names on one of the empty gravestones in the cemetery. We would instruct our friends to kneel down and look closely at one of the stones. Then my sister and I would turn the sprinklers on. We played this joke on our friends beginning at 14 years old and kept it up until we were 34 years old. During that entire time, no one questioned us. At the cemetery, every Memorial Day, people would give speeches and a 21 gunshot salute. There were many narrow roads and no place to park. My brother John, who we called Johnny, was 3 years old. There was a man who wanted to leave early. As soon as the gunshot salute started, he took off. My brother said, "Oh no, he got away." I went to 4-H from the time I was 10 until 19. The last 2 years at 4-H, I was a counselor. When I was 16 years old, 20 other girls and I snuck out of camp after lights out to go to the pool. It did not take long for the counselors to find us. They sent letters home to our parents. One of the girls never showed her letter to her parents. I saw her much later, when she was 50 years old. She still had the same unopened letter in her jewel box. My family and I had so many dogs that our dogs had dogs. I got a Maltese named Smokey when I was 10 years old. He was the family's favorite dog. When I was 16, he was run over by a car. We didn't find him until the next day. I had to bring him to the vet. The vet said he was blind in both eyes and had some bruises. I took Smokey back to the vet a week later. I had to carry him into the building because he didn't like to go to the vet. He sat quietly in my lap until the vet walked in. Smokey reacted like a shot. He bounded to the vet's shoe and bit him. Then he walked out to my car. He lived a long time and died when I was 25. My favorite place to vacation as a child was anywhere outside, especially Yosemite with my whole family. We swam in a river, and on the other side of the river there was a brown bear and her 2 cubs. My mother yelled, "Get out of there!" and we all ran. A similar event happened at Yellowstone. Half of the family was outside the cabin and half was in. We tried to scare them by telling them a bear was chasing us. Then a real bear showed up. We screamed and shouted, but my sisters wouldn't let us in. Finally, they opened the door and we ran in. 2 minutes later, the bear came to the door. After the stroke, I gained lots of patience. It took so long to do anything. At first, I couldn't do anything myself. I needed my family's help, especially since I only had one functioning hand. Once a week, a family member comes over to assist me to open up things that are difficult for me. I see each family member about 2 to 3 times a year because they take turns helping me. I have always talked my way out of a ticket. One time, I was at a party in Mission San Jose. I was tipsy halfway through the party and then decided to drive home. In Fremont, a cop pulled me over. I tried to prove to him I was not drunk by walking the length of my Volkswagen. I fell down twice walking from the front to the back of my Volkswagen. Instead of giving me a ticket, he decided to follow me to the border of the city, and then called another cop to follow me. Each city I drove through, a new cop would follow me to the border of that city. By the time I got home, I had at least 4 cops following me. I decided that night never to get drunk again. Now I only have 2 drinks a year. I have 1 cup at Thanksgiving and 1 at Christmas. After all these years, my favorite place to vacation as an adult is Yosemite. Going to Yosemite is like going to church. I feel uplifted. No matter whom I'm with or what I do, I feel uplifted. The entire park gives me this feeling. This is the end of your more, Julie. And here are your target words. Teenager. Teenager. Teen. A. Ger. Teen. A. Ger. Teenager. Computer. Com-pu-ter. 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 Computer. Cleaner. 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 Improvisational. Improv. I. Say. Shun. All. Improv. I. Say. Shun. All. Improv. I. Say. Shun. All. Improvisational. Empty. 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 Last word. Wood. 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 All right, Julie, that's the end. I'll see you tomorrow.